Good morning, fellow Earthlings. I was at a YouTube creator event in Louisville last night, which was, I don't know how they let me in barefoot shoes, but it was pretty cool. Free food, you know. I stayed the night at a campground in Indiana, and it rained like the whole night. And now it's like 7 a.m. and we're here at Clifty Falls State Park. Let's go check it out. Little Clifty, big Clifty. Which way do we go? Actually, it looks like it loops around, so we'll just go both ways. This is another lookout for that awesome 60-foot waterfall from the beginning. Big Clifty Falls. Well, this way dead ends, but it's kind of a neat little overhang. That sign really makes you want to go past that point, I'm just saying. Yep, that looked like a piece of cake. I want to climb that, but it's wet and rainy. It looks like we're heading to the other falls. We were at Big Clifty Falls, now we're at Little Clifty Falls, which, fun fact, is the same height as Big Clifty Falls. Oh, that's pretty slick. Oh, you get to walk right over the falls. Neat. And they're kind of slick when they're wet, so yeah. Maybe you don't want to come here in the rain. This is a pretty cool little state park. This is a pretty cool little state park. This is a pretty cool little state park. Big drop right off the trail. You might be wondering, how long of a hike is this? Well, it just depends on how you go about it. The trails are broken into 10 sections. I started on Trail 7 and worked my way around the entire loop, which is around 9 miles. But if you get sidetracked and play around in the creek like I did, it'll put you around 11 or so. Little waterfall bridge. Way back in 1920, the people of Jefferson County, Indiana, split the cost with the state in order to establish this beautiful land as a state park. And if you ask me, that's a pretty cool thing to do. I'm avoiding the mud. Next, I came upon the 80-footer known as Tunnel Falls. Why do they call it Tunnel Falls, you ask? Well, that's because right over yonder is an old railway tunnel from the 1800s. John Brough, the president of the Madison and Indiana Railroad Company, tried to construct a railroad through the rugged terrain of southern Indiana. This project failed and became known as Brough's Folly. But what was left is a pretty cool tunnel that goes all the way through the hillside. So unfortunately, the tunnel here is closed to protect the hibernating bats. So we're not going to go in, but I'll show you the entrance. And it looks like there's a giant piece of rock that's broke off the cliff here very recently, right in front of the entrance. That is big. That's a slump block. Look at this. This is fresh break. Huge piece of the cliff. There is the entrance to the tunnel. Let's go up and look. Won't go in. Looks pretty cool though. Have to come back when it's open, I suppose. Eroded trail on the edge of an embankment. Wild ramps are in season here. Look at that. I don't know if you're allowed to pick them here, so I'm not going to take any. But that means they're probably coming up in my spot near my hometown. Free onion garlic for anyone to pick. Well, it's kind of cold and we got to cross the creek, but at least I got my barefoot shoes. Water's up high-ish. Let's see how deep these rapids are. I can see rocks. Yeah, that's pretty cold. Not too bad. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but there are way more waterfalls here than just the big named ones. Kind of reminds me of New York. All the steep hills and waterfalls within stone's throw no matter where you go. Okay, so maybe not that many waterfalls, but still a pretty cool little state park. Wow, check out the formation of this. It's pretty cool. That's what you want to see. Like halfway there, and I'm on the most difficult trail now. Yeah! Aside from another creek crossing and going up a steep hill, this really wasn't that difficult of a trail. But keep in mind that when I say not that difficult, I'm used to traveling miles through rugged terrain with no trails. So my definition of difficult may be slightly different than yours. Overall, this is an incredible state park I'd never heard of until I was in the area looking up places to go. Nice hikes, amazing views, and spectacular waterfalls. If you're ever near southern Indiana, Clifty Falls State Park is definitely worth a visit. As always, enjoy the great outdoors, leave it better than you found it, and thanks for adventuring with Dangerous Naturists. And don't forget to tap that subscribe button. I've got tons of upcoming adventures that you're not going to want to miss. Looks like our final creek crossing. Not so bad. I think we made it.